Hi everyone, tonight we're going to talk about something you've probably heard a lot over the years. How fruit is supposed to be one of the healthiest things you can eat. We've all been conditioned to think that fruits are good for us, that they're packed with nutrients and antioxidants that protect our health. But here's the kicker. What if I told you that some of these fruits could actually be working against your body, especially as you get older? Imagine biting into a piece of juicy fruit, thinking you're doing your body a favor, only to realize that it's spiking your blood sugar, messing with your medications, or putting unnecessary stress on your kidneys. Sounds a little terrifying, right? You probably won't survive if you don't make some changes. But the good news is, you don't have to stop eating fruit altogether. It's not about cutting fruits out of your diet completely. It's about making smarter, more informed choices. Some fruits are like hidden treasures, packed with the good stuff that can actually protect your heart, your brain, and even your independence. But others? Well, they're not quite the saints they appear to be. If you're over 60, this is especially important. As we age, our bodies start to change. We get slower digestion, more sensitivity to sugars, and sometimes a little less tolerance to certain compounds in foods. What's more, if you're on medications, common ones like blood thinners, heart medication, or even diabetes management drugs, certain fruits might actually mess with their effectiveness or even cause harmful side effects. I know it sounds a bit dramatic, but trust me, understanding which fruits work for you and which ones might not can make a big difference. Before we dig into which fruits should be in your regular rotation and which ones might be sneaky troublemakers, take a moment to like the video and hit that subscribe button. Only if you really like the content I'm putting out here. And hey, feel free to drop your location and local time in the comments. I always enjoy seeing where everyone's watching from. So now that you're all set, let's jump into it and start by talking about one of the most common fruits that often flies under the radar. Pineapple. While it seems like the perfect tropical treat, pineapple is actually one of the worst fruits for seniors when it comes to managing blood sugar. You might be thinking, pineapple? Really? I know it sounds harmless enough. It's sweet, refreshing, and packed with vitamin C. But here's where it gets tricky. Pineapple is packed with sugar, and not the good kind of sugar either. We're talking natural sugars that hit your bloodstream fast. For seniors, especially those who have prediabetes, diabetes, or even those taking medication like insulin or metformin, pineapple can cause a rapid blood sugar spike followed by a crash. And that crash, it leaves you feeling tired, dizzy, and irritable, and it can even put you at risk for more serious complications like neuropathy, vision issues, and cognitive decline. But that's not all. Pineapple contains something called bromelain, a digestive enzyme that can interfere with blood thinners, like warfarin or aspirin. This interaction can increase the risk of bleeding, which is particularly concerning for older adults whose kidneys and liver may not process medications as efficiently anymore. In fact, I've seen patients who unknowingly consume pineapple regularly, thinking it was a healthy choice, and ended up dealing with blood sugar control issues and increased risks due to medication interference. It's one of those fruits that hides its dangers under a sweet tropical exterior. So next time you go to grab a slice of pineapple, think twice and ask yourself if that piece of fruit is worth the risk. Now, don't go running away from all tropical fruits just yet. There are fruits that work wonders for you as you age, and we'll get into those. But I wanted to start with pineapple because it's one of the fruits that often catches people off guard. Let's take a quick breather and look at the next fruit on our trouble list, which is something that seems so innocent but can really do some damage. Grapes. Grapes might be tiny, but they pack a punch when it comes to sugar. I mean, you know how easy it is to grab a handful and start munching without thinking twice, right? But here's the deal. Grapes are deceptively loaded with sugar. Just 1 cup of grapes has over 23 grams of sugar, nearly as much as a can of soda. And unlike apples or berries, grapes don't have the same amount of fiber to help slow down the sugar absorption. For seniors who are managing blood sugar issues, like type 2 diabetes or insulin resistance, grapes can send your blood sugar levels soaring, leaving you with that crash that feels like your energy has been drained from your body. But it gets worse. If you're on medication like metformin, insulin, or even statins, those sugar spikes can mess with how your medications work. For example, insulin levels may become unpredictable or ineffective, leaving you more vulnerable to spikes and dips in blood sugar. The worst part? Grapes are super easy to overeat. They're bite-sized, they're sweet, and they go down so easily. Before you know it, you've eaten way more than you should have, and now you're dealing with a blood sugar roller coaster. And we all know that when your blood sugar is on that roller coaster ride, it doesn't just mess with your energy, it can have long-term effects on your heart, kidneys, and nervous system. One of my patients, Mrs. Joanne Miller, came in last year complaining about confusion, fatigue, and erratic blood sugar swings. She was eating grapes as a snack throughout the day, believing they were a healthy choice. Once we swapped them out for lower sugar fruits like berries, her blood sugar levels stabilized, and she felt much better. I'll never forget her words. I didn't know something so small could be hurting me this much. I'm not saying you should never eat grapes again, but moderation is key. And if you're dealing with health issues or taking medications, it might be a good idea to swap those grapes for something that won't throw your system out of balance. So the next time you reach for those innocent little grapes, just pause and think, is this worth the sugar spike? Let's keep this rolling and dive into the next fruit, one that's often recommended as a healthy snack for seniors, but can actually cause some surprising problems. I'm talking about bananas. Now, bananas are one of those fruits that you see in every grocery store. They're in most households, and they've been marketed as the perfect on-the-go fruit. They're soft, easy to digest, and come packed with potassium, which we all know is important for heart health. So why am I saying that this seemingly innocent fruit can be problematic for older adults? Here's the thing. While potassium is great for the heart in moderation, it can also become a serious issue when combined with certain medications. Bananas are particularly high in potassium, about 450 milligrams per medium-sized fruit. For seniors who are taking medications like ACE inhibitors, potassium-sparing diuretics, or medications for heart conditions, eating too many bananas can put you at risk for hyperkalemia, a condition where potassium builds up in the blood. This is especially dangerous because it can lead to muscle weakness, heart palpitations, and irregular heartbeats. And in some extreme cases, it can even be life-threatening. Not exactly the stuff you want to be dealing with in your golden years, right? But it's not just the potassium that's the problem. Bananas are also quite high in sugar, about 14 grams in a medium-sized one, and they don't offer much fiber to slow down that sugar's absorption into the bloodstream. So just like with grapes and pineapple, eating a banana can cause a rapid spike in blood sugar. For seniors dealing with diabetes or insulin resistance, this can be a major issue, as those sugar spikes are tough to control and can lead to long-term complications like nerve damage, heart disease, and cognitive decline. I'll tell you a story about one of my patients, Mr. Samuel Green, who had been eating a banana every morning with his cereal for years. When he came to me complaining of heart palpitations and fatigue, we ran some blood tests and found his potassium levels were dangerously high. It turns out his banana habit was a contributing factor, especially considering the medications he was on. After we made some dietary adjustments and limited his banana intake to just once or twice a week, paired with protein, his potassium levels improved and he felt a lot better. He looked at me and said, "I thought I was doing everything right. I didn't know fruit could go wrong." And that's the thing with bananas. They might seem harmless, but they can sneak up on you and cause some serious trouble, especially when combined with medication. Now, before you start thinking that all fruit is off limits, let's shift gears and focus on some fruits that you should definitely make a regular part of your diet if you're a senior. You see, the good news is that fruit can still be a vital part of your diet, but it's all about making smart choices. So let's talk about the first fruit that should absolutely be in your daily routine: berries. I'm not talking about just any berries. Blueberries, strawberries, raspberries. They're like little superheroes for your health, especially as you age. One of the reasons these berries are so powerful is that they're packed with antioxidants, specifically anthocyanins and flavonoids, which help fight oxidative stress and inflammation in your body. And guess what? Studies have shown that seniors who eat berries at least twice a week show slower cognitive decline. In fact, some studies suggest that they can slow cognitive decline by as much as 2.5 years. That's right, 2.5 years of keeping your mind sharp, your memory intact, and your independence strong. But there's more to berries than just memory support. They're also great for your heart. They help reduce blood pressure, improve circulation, and even support your blood vessels, which is crucial for maintaining a healthy cardiovascular system as we age. I had a patient, Mrs. Eleanor Davis, who came in last year concerned about increasing forgetfulness. She was feeling more sluggish and disconnected. After some simple changes to her diet, including adding half a cup of blueberries to her breakfast every morning, the results were remarkable. Within a few weeks, her mood improved, her energy levels rose, and her daughter even mentioned that her eyes looked brighter and she was laughing more. That's the power of berries. They help balance neurotransmitters in the brain and support the blood flow necessary for a sharp mind and a happy heart. What's great about berries is that they're also low on the glycemic index, meaning they won't cause your blood sugar to spike. This makes them safe for people managing diabetes or insulin resistance. Even frozen berries maintain their nutrient power, so don't worry if they're not in season. And believe me, they're one of the best fruits you can choose to protect your brain, heart, and overall vitality. The beauty of berries lies in their ability to help seniors maintain cognitive function, support cardiovascular health, and keep your blood sugar levels in check, all without the risks that come with other fruits like pineapple, grapes, or bananas. But berries aren't the only fruits that can work wonders for your health. Let's move on to the next one in line, which might already be sitting in your fruit bowl. Apples. Apples are often seen as just a simple snack, but they are packed with benefits, especially for seniors. One of the standout benefits of apples is their high content of soluble fiber, particularly pectin. As we age, our digestion tends to slow down, and our gut health can suffer. Apples, with their fiber content, help promote a healthy gut, prevent constipation, and support beneficial gut bacteria. This is important because a healthy gut plays a huge role in overall immunity, mood, and even brain health. In fact, more than 70% of your immune system resides in your gut, and keeping it in good shape can have a major impact on your overall well-being. But apples do more than just improve digestion. The skin of an apple is rich in quercetin, an antioxidant that helps reduce cell damage and protects your blood vessels. This is crucial for seniors, especially those who may be dealing with high blood pressure or fragile arteries. Quercetin also acts as a natural antihistamine, helping ease seasonal allergies and calming inflammation in the body. One of my patients, Mr. John Rivers, used to struggle with irregular digestion and low energy. After incorporating one apple a day into his routine, his bowel movements became regular, his energy levels increased, and he even noticed an improvement in his blood pressure. Apples are a simple yet effective way to support gut health, improve immunity, and keep your heart healthy as you age. And they're not too sweet, so they're easy on the system. Just make sure to eat the skin for the full nutritional benefits. Organic apples are best when possible since they tend to have fewer pesticide residues. Now that we've covered apples and berries, I hope you're getting the sense that making smarter fruit choices can really help protect your health as you get older. But it's not just about what you eat, it's also about knowing what to avoid, and that's where we'll head next in part 3. Now that we've covered the fruits you should be incorporating into your daily routine, let's get into the other side of the fruit aisle. Those fruits that might be making you feel like you're doing something good for your health, but are quietly working against you. First on that list is one that's often considered a refreshing, tropical treat: pineapple. As I mentioned earlier, pineapple seems like it would be one of the healthiest fruits out there. It's sweet, packed with vitamin C, and has a tropical appeal that just makes you feel like you're on vacation. But here's the reality. Pineapple is actually one of the worst offenders when it comes to blood sugar control, especially for seniors. You see, pineapple is packed with natural sugars, 16 grams per cup. And here's the problem. It has very little fiber to help slow down that sugar from hitting your bloodstream. For seniors with slower insulin responses or those managing diabetes or prediabetes, pineapple can cause a spike in blood sugar, followed by a crash. And this roller coaster of blood sugar levels can lead to feelings of dizziness, fatigue, and irritability. Over time, if those blood sugar spikes continue, they can lead to more serious health issues like nerve damage, vision problems, and even cognitive decline. But the dangers of pineapple don't stop with its sugar content. It also contains an enzyme called bromelain, which is great for digestion, but also a bit of a troublemaker if you're taking blood thinners like warfarin or aspirin. Bromelain can interact with these medications, increasing the risk of bleeding, which is particularly dangerous for seniors who may already have compromised kidney or liver function. I've seen patients who unknowingly consume pineapple, thinking it was a healthy choice, only to have their blood sugar and medication effectiveness go haywire. It's one of those fruits that, on the surface, seems great but can secretly put your health at risk, especially as you age. This doesn't mean you have to swear off pineapple forever, but it's worth being mindful of the potential risks, especially if you're managing any health conditions or taking medications. So the next time you're reaching for that sweet tropical fruit, think about whether the sugar spike and potential medication interference are worth the risk. But don't worry, there are plenty of fruits that can help you maintain your health while still satisfying that sweet tooth. Let's move on to another fruit that seems innocent enough, but for many seniors, it can be a hidden danger. I'm talking about grapes. Grapes are small, bite-sized, and easy to snack on, but don't let their cute little size fool you. 1 cup of grapes contains over 23 grams of sugar, which is nearly the same amount of sugar as a can of soda. And just like pineapple, grapes don't have much fiber to help slow down the sugar absorption, meaning that they can cause a rapid spike in blood sugar levels. For seniors managing diabetes or insulin resistance, grapes are a real culprit in terms of blood sugar management. You might eat a handful here and there, thinking it's a healthy choice, but the sugar in grapes can quickly throw your blood sugar out of balance. Even worse if you're on medications like metformin, insulin, or statins. Those sugar spikes can make your medications less effective or cause your blood sugar to fluctuate unpredictably. This can lead to all kinds of complications, including fatigue, poor circulation, and even kidney problems over time. One of my patients, Mrs. Joanne Miller, came to me last year with complaints of confusion, fatigue, and frequent blood sugar swings. After taking a closer look at her diet, we found that she had been snacking on grapes throughout the day without really thinking about it. Once we cut back on the grapes and replaced them with lower sugar fruits like raspberries, her blood sugar started to stabilize and her energy improved. It was a simple change, but it made a world of difference. Grapes are sneaky because they feel light and innocent, but if you're not careful, they can wreak havoc on your blood sugar and overall health. It's not about avoiding grapes altogether, but about being mindful of how much you're eating. They're fine in moderation, but if you're eating them in excess, especially if you're already dealing with blood sugar issues or taking medication, they can quickly become a problem. So, next time you grab that bunch of grapes, remember that sometimes the smallest fruits are the ones with the biggest impact on your health. Now let's talk about a fruit that has been considered a health food for decades but can actually be a major issue for seniors, particularly for those with heart conditions or kidney problems. I'm talking about bananas. Bananas are often seen as the perfect convenient snack. They're soft, easy to eat, and packed with potassium, which we all know is great for heart health. But there's a catch. For seniors who are taking certain medications, especially those for heart conditions, kidney issues, or blood pressure, bananas can actually pose a hidden risk. Bananas are very high in potassium, about 450 milligram per medium banana. While potassium is essential for heart function, when seniors take medications like ACE inhibitors or potassium-sparing diuretics, they can experience a buildup of potassium in the blood, a condition known as hyperkalemia. This is a serious condition because too much potassium can put stress on the heart, causing irregular heartbeats, muscle weakness, and even chest pain. For seniors already dealing with heart or kidney issues, this can be a dangerous situation. And let's not forget the sugar content of bananas. A medium-sized banana contains about 14 grams of sugar, which can cause a rapid rise in blood sugar levels. For seniors who are pre-diabetic or diabetic, this spike in blood sugar can make it harder to manage glucose levels and can contribute to insulin resistance over time. So while bananas seem like a healthy and easy option, they can actually put your heart, kidneys, and blood sugar at risk, especially if you're on certain medications. It's all about moderation. If you love bananas, try limiting them to just once or twice a week and always pair them with something that contains protein or healthy fats to help balance the sugar impact. Now that we've covered these 3 commonly consumed fruits that seniors should be cautious with, pineapple, grapes, and bananas, let's remember that the key to good health is making informed choices. While some fruits may be beloved for their taste and convenience, it's essential to understand how they can interact with your body and medications as you age. Always be mindful of how these fruits affect your blood sugar levels. your heart, and your kidneys. And if you're ever unsure, don't hesitate to reach out to a healthcare professional or nutritionist who can help guide you toward the best choices for your health. Now that we've discussed the three fruits, pineapple, grapes, and bananas, that seniors should be cautious about, it's time to turn our attention to something much more empowering. The fruits that you should be making a regular part of your diet to protect your health, improve your quality of life, and give your body the support it deserves as you age. First up, let's talk about kiwi. It might not be the first fruit that comes to mind when you think about health, but this little green powerhouse is a must-have in your diet, especially as you age. If you've never given kiwi a chance, now's the time to start. Despite its small size and fuzzy exterior, the kiwi is packed with nutrients that can do wonders for your digestion, sleep, and overall energy levels. What makes kiwi so great is its high vitamin C content. Actually, it has more vitamin C than oranges. This helps boost your immune system, which becomes more important as we get older. Our immune systems naturally weaken with age, leaving us more vulnerable to infections, colds, and other illnesses. Eating kiwi regularly helps support your immune function and provides the nutrients needed to keep your body fighting fit. But kiwi isn't just good for your immune system. One of its most surprising benefits is its ability to help regulate your sleep. If you're like many seniors who struggle with insomnia or waking up multiple times throughout the night, kiwi can be a natural solution. In fact, a clinical study out of Taiwan found that eating 2 kiwis an hour before bed helped older adults fall asleep faster and stay asleep longer, with significant improvements in sleep quality after just 4 weeks. The reason kiwi works so well is that it contains serotonin, a natural compound that promotes relaxation and helps regulate your sleep cycle. And if that weren't enough, kiwi is also excellent for digestion. It contains an enzyme called actinidin, which helps break down proteins and improves the efficiency of digestion. This is especially helpful for seniors, as digestion often slows down with age. Kiwi can alleviate bloating and improve overall digestion, making it an ideal addition to your diet, especially if you deal with digestive issues. When I think about patients who've made a big difference in their lives with something as simple as kiwi, I think of Mrs. Linda Harper, 76. She came to me last year feeling sluggish, bloated after meals, and struggling with sleep. After incorporating 1 kiwi into her evening routine about an hour before bed, her sleep improved dramatically. Within 2 weeks, she reported sleeping through the night for the first time in months. Her energy returned, and she said she felt more energized during the day. She never thought that such a small, fuzzy fruit could make such a big difference. Kiwi is easy to enjoy, whether you slice it up in a bowl, add it to a smoothie, or even eat it whole with a spoon. Plus, it's gentle on your blood sugar, making it a safe and healthy option for seniors. Next on our list of fruits that seniors should include in their diet is a fruit you probably already know and love, the apple. While apples may seem like a basic, everyday fruit, they are packed with incredible health benefits, especially for seniors. One of the most significant benefits of apples is their high fiber content, specifically pectin, a soluble fiber that works wonders for digestion. As we age, our digestion naturally slows down, and our gut health can begin to suffer. This is where apples come in. They help keep things moving in your digestive system, preventing constipation and promoting regularity. If you've ever struggled with digestive issues as you've gotten older, an apple a day might be one of the simplest fixes. But apples do more than just help with digestion. They also support heart health. Apples are rich in antioxidants, particularly quercetin, which helps reduce cell damage and protects the blood vessels. This is especially important for seniors who may be dealing with high blood pressure, high cholesterol, or even artery disease. Quercetin also acts as a natural antihistamine, which can be beneficial during allergy season or for those dealing with seasonal respiratory issues. For seniors managing cholesterol or blood pressure, apples can also play a key role in reducing those numbers. The fiber in apples binds to cholesterol and helps remove it from the body, which can help lower overall cholesterol levels. The antioxidants in apples protect against oxidative stress, which can damage blood vessels and contribute to heart disease. The combination of fiber, antioxidants, and quercetin makes apples a true heart-healthy food for seniors. I've had patients like Mr. John Rivers, 82, who suffered from irregular digestion and low energy, and adding an apple a day helped him tremendously. After just 2 months, his bowel movements became more regular, his energy increased, and even his blood pressure improved slightly. It was a simple change, but it made a huge difference. Mr. Rivers often tells me how much lighter and clearer he feels. Apples aren't overly sweet and aren't too hard on the system, making them an ideal choice for seniors looking to maintain gut health and overall wellness. If you can, choose organic apples to avoid pesticide residue, but regular apples work too. Finally, let's talk about another fruit that seniors should be incorporating into their diet: citrus fruits, specifically oranges and grapefruits. While these fruits are often thought of as being high in vitamin C, they have so much more to offer. Citrus fruits are incredibly hydrating, which is key for seniors who often don't feel thirsty enough to stay properly hydrated. Many older adults are chronically dehydrated, which can lead to confusion, constipation, and fatigue. Adding citrus fruits to your diet can help boost hydration and improve your energy levels. But the benefits don't stop there. Citrus fruits are packed with flavonoids, which have anti-inflammatory properties and can help improve blood vessel function. This is important for seniors who may be dealing with high blood pressure or circulation problems. Citrus fruits also help boost your immune system, making them a great choice for seniors during flu season or when their natural defenses start to decline with age. When it comes to grapefruits, though, it's important to be mindful of medication interactions. Grapefruit can interfere with certain medications, including statins, which are commonly prescribed for high cholesterol. It's always a good idea to consult with your doctor if you're taking medications and enjoy citrus fruits, but for most people, they're a fantastic addition to the diet. These fruits, kiwi, apples, and citrus, are powerhouses when it comes to supporting your health as you age. They protect your heart, brain, digestion, and immune system, giving you the energy and vitality to enjoy life to the fullest. So don't shy away from fruit. Just make sure you're choosing the right ones for your body and your health needs. Now that we've explored some fantastic fruits to add to your diet, let's zoom out and consider the bigger picture. What's crucial isn't just what you eat, but how you incorporate those fruits into your lifestyle. And that's exactly where the magic happens. Making smarter fruit choices that work with your body, your medication, and your overall health goals. But how can you take this knowledge and start implementing it in your everyday life? Let's begin by considering the concept of moderation and balance. We've talked about the dangers of fruits like pineapple, grapes, and bananas. But that doesn't mean you have to eliminate them from your diet altogether. It's all about finding a balance that works for your body. For example, if you're a fan of pineapple, you don't need to avoid it completely, but you might want to limit it to smaller portions and pair it with a protein or fiber-rich food to help slow down the sugar absorption. The key is being aware of how certain fruits affect your blood sugar and digestion, and then adjusting your portions or frequency based on your health needs. But moderation isn't just about limiting certain fruits. It's about being mindful of how your overall diet affects your body. For seniors, it's essential to consume a variety of nutrient-dense foods that support different aspects of your health. This includes fruits, vegetables, healthy fats, lean proteins, and whole grains. The best way to protect your brain, heart, gut, and overall health is by maintaining a balanced diet that focuses on nourishing your body from the inside out. Fruits like berries, apples, kiwi, and citrus are perfect choices because they provide a wide range of nutrients that work synergistically to support your health as you age. Let's talk about the importance of pairing these fruits with other foods. For example, while fruits like bananas are high in sugar, pairing them with a source of protein, like a handful of nuts, a spoonful of almond butter, or even some Greek yogurt, can help slow down the sugar absorption. This is especially important for seniors managing blood sugar levels. Protein and fiber are your allies when it comes to preventing those dreaded sugar spikes. So don't just rely on fruit for your snacks. Try combining them with some nuts, seeds, or even a small portion of cheese to give your body a well-rounded, balanced snack that won't wreak havoc on your blood sugar. It's also essential to remember that fresh fruits aren't the only option. Frozen fruits are an excellent alternative, especially when certain fruits aren't in season. In fact, freezing fruits like berries actually helps preserve their nutrient content, so you don't lose any of the health benefits. Frozen fruits are often more affordable as well, so they can be a great option for those on a budget. Keep a stash of frozen blueberries, strawberries, or even mangoes in your freezer. And you'll always have a healthy snack or smoothie ingredient on hand. Another thing to keep in mind is the importance of eating a variety of fruits. It's easy to fall into the habit of eating the same fruits over and over, but variety is key when it comes to ensuring you're getting a wide range of vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants. Each fruit offers a unique set of nutrients that can benefit different parts of your body. For example, while berries are great for protecting your brain and heart, citrus fruits like oranges and grapefruits provide vitamin C, which helps support your immune system. Apples, with their high fiber content, are excellent for gut health, while kiwi helps with digestion and sleep regulation. By rotating different fruits into your diet, you ensure that you're covering all your nutritional bases. Now let's circle back to the concept of awareness. As seniors, it's incredibly important to be mindful of how specific fruits interact with your medications, your health conditions, and your body's unique needs. This isn't to say you should be constantly paranoid or fearful about eating certain fruits, but it's about knowing which fruits can support your health and which ones may require you to proceed with caution. If you're unsure about how a certain fruit may affect your health, it's always a good idea to consult with your doctor or a nutritionist who understands senior health. They can help you make the best choices based on your individual health status and medication regimen. One of the most common issues I see in my practice is that seniors often overlook how their diets can impact their medications. For example, certain fruits can interfere with the absorption or effectiveness of medications like blood thinners, statins, or medications for high blood pressure. Grapefruit, for instance, is notorious for interacting with a variety of drugs, including statins, and can alter how those medications work. Being aware of these interactions can help you avoid unnecessary risks and keep your health on track. The key takeaway here is that fruit should be an important part of your diet, but like everything else, it's about the choices you make. It's not just about choosing the right fruits, it's about choosing them in the right quantities and with the right combinations to best support your health. Focus on variety, moderation, and balance, and you'll be well on your way to making fruit an enjoyable and beneficial part of your daily routine. Now let's take a step back and reflect on some of the biggest lessons we've learned. The first and perhaps most important lesson is that not all fruits are created equal. While many fruits are packed with vitamins and antioxidants, some can cause more harm than good, especially for seniors dealing with chronic conditions or taking medications. Understanding the potential risks of certain fruits, like pineapple, grapes, and bananas, can help you make more informed decisions and avoid unnecessary health complications. The second lesson is that the fruits you should be incorporating into your diet, like berries, apples, kiwi, and citrus, offer a wide range of health benefits, from improving digestion and boosting immune function to supporting brain and heart health. These fruits provide the nutrients your body needs to maintain optimal health as you age, and they do so without the risk of causing blood sugar spikes or interfering with your medications. Finally, it's important to remember that food is about more than just nutrients. It's about enjoying the process of eating and nourishing your body. Fruits should be a source of joy and vitality, not stress or confusion. So take the time to savor the flavors, explore new fruits, and find combinations that work best for your body. In the end, the small changes you make today can have a lasting impact on your health. So take this knowledge and use it to make choices that will support your vitality, independence, and overall well-being as you age. The goal is to feel your best and enjoy life to the fullest, one healthy, smart fruit choice at a time. Now that we've established the importance of making smarter fruit choices and balancing our diets to protect our health, let's shift gears a little and talk about how we can make these choices stick long-term. It's one thing to make a healthy change for a few days, but it's another thing to integrate these changes into your lifestyle permanently. So how can you make eating smarter fruits a sustainable part of your everyday routine? The key to maintaining these healthier habits is making small, manageable adjustments that fit seamlessly into your life. It's easy to feel overwhelmed when you're suddenly faced with the idea of overhauling your entire diet. But the truth is, you don't need to make drastic changes overnight. Small steps can lead to lasting change. And when it comes to fruit, it's all about being mindful of your choices and staying consistent. Let's talk about planning ahead. One of the easiest ways to ensure you're getting the right fruits into your diet is to have them readily available. If you have fresh fruit in your kitchen, you're much more likely to snack on it instead of reaching for something less healthy. Keep your fruit bowl stocked with a variety of fruits, particularly those you've identified as being the best for your health, like berries, apples, and kiwis. Don't make fruit an afterthought. Make it a central part of your daily routine. One way to make fruit more appealing is to get creative with how you incorporate it into your meals. Instead of just eating an apple or banana on its own, try slicing it up and adding it to your morning oatmeal or yogurt. You can even blend frozen berries into smoothies for a quick, refreshing, and nutrient-packed breakfast. And let's not forget about the versatility of fruits in salads. Citrus fruits like oranges or grapefruit can add a burst of flavor to any leafy green salad. By adding fruit to your meals in different ways, you'll be more likely to enjoy it and make it a regular part of your diet. Another trick is to make fruit a habit. I'm sure you've heard the old saying, what gets scheduled gets done. And when it comes to your health, this rings especially true. If you make a conscious effort to have fruit as part of your daily routine, whether it's a morning snack, an afternoon pick-me-up, or part of your evening meal, you'll create a habit that will stick. Set aside a specific time each day to enjoy fruit, and soon it will become second nature. Whether you're eating it as a snack between meals or adding it to your breakfast, making fruit a habit is key to ensuring you get its benefits every day. I always recommend making fruit a regular part of your breakfast. For instance, starting your day with a bowl of oatmeal topped with berries or adding a sliced banana to your smoothie is an easy way to kickstart your morning with nutrition. Adding fruit to your first meal of the day ensures that you start with something healthy, and it gives you an energy boost without overloading your system with sugar right away. But it's not just about eating fruit in isolation. Pairing fruits with other foods that stabilize blood sugar and offer a more balanced nutrient profile is just as important. Combining fruit with healthy fats or protein will slow the digestion of the sugars, preventing the blood sugar spikes that we discussed earlier. Try adding a handful of nuts to your fruit bowl or enjoying a small serving of cheese with your apple. Pairing fruit with protein or healthy fats helps provide long-lasting energy and prevents those pesky crashes later in the day. You don't have to worry about being perfect with your fruit choices every single day. If you have a slice of pineapple or a handful of grapes occasionally, it's not the end of the world. The goal is to make fruits that support your health a regular, consistent part of your diet. And when you do indulge in the higher sugar fruits, just be mindful of your portions and how they affect your body. As you age, your metabolism slows down, and your body's ability to process sugars becomes less efficient. This is why it's especially important to choose fruits that have a low glycemic index, like berries, apples, and kiwi, to help maintain stable blood sugar levels. But even within this framework, it's essential to listen to your body. If you find that a certain fruit, even if it's considered healthy, doesn't sit well with you, don't hesitate to adjust. Your body's always giving you signals, and it's important to tune in. Now, what about the practical side of it all? Let's be real. Sometimes life gets busy, and it's easy to fall back on convenience foods. That's where prepping and planning come in. When you're at the grocery store, make sure to grab a variety of fruits, fresh and frozen, so you always have something available. Having frozen berries, mango chunks, or even kiwi in your freezer can be a game changer. When you're feeling too tired to prepare fresh fruit, frozen options are just as nutritious and easy to toss into smoothies, oatmeal, or yogurt. In addition to frozen fruit, consider prepping your fruit ahead of time. Slice apples, pears, or citrus fruits, and keep them in containers in your fridge. This way, when hunger strikes, you don't have to spend time cutting fruit. It's already ready to go. You can also create fruit salads or snack packs to make your fruit intake more convenient and fun. Having your fruit prepared and ready will reduce the temptation to reach for processed snacks and help you stick to healthier choices. Let's not forget about the emotional and social aspects of eating fruit. It's not just about the nutritional benefits, it's also about enjoying the process of eating. I've seen many patients transform their relationship with food when they start viewing it as something they can celebrate rather than something they have to force themselves to do. Fruit can be fun. Get creative with fruit platters for family gatherings. Enjoy fruit-filled desserts like fruit salad or baked apples, or even experiment with fruit-based smoothies and juices that make eating fruit feel like a treat. When you make fruit enjoyable and something to look forward to, it's much easier to incorporate it into your lifestyle. Ultimately, this is all about creating a routine that supports your health and well-being without feeling restrictive or overwhelming. With a little planning, some creativity, and the right mindset, you can make fruit a delicious, nourishing, and sustainable part of your life. It's not about perfection. It's about making small, consistent choices that will benefit you for years to come. In the end, taking control of your health starts with the small decisions you make each day. Choosing the right fruits for your body, understanding what works and what doesn't, and making these choices a regular part of your routine can lead to lasting changes in your energy, vitality, and overall well-being. Your health isn't a one-time project, it's a lifelong commitment. By taking these simple, mindful steps, you're investing in your future and ensuring that you can continue to enjoy life on your own terms. As we continue this journey of making smarter fruit choices, it's important to pause and reflect on how these changes can impact your life in the long run. The little adjustments you make today, whether it's swapping out a handful of grapes for some raspberries or adding an apple to your breakfast, can have lasting effects on your health, your energy, and your ability to enjoy life to the fullest as you age. But it's not just about the foods you eat, it's about creating a mindset shift. For many seniors, there's a sense of frustration that can come with aging. There's often the feeling that your body isn't as strong or resilient as it used to be, that you're losing the energy you once had, and that the vitality you once enjoyed is slipping away. But what if I told you that these small changes, like making the right fruit choices, can empower you to feel more in control of your health, your energy, and your independence? Aging doesn't have to mean slowing down or accepting declining health. In fact, the more you can make informed, deliberate choices about what you put into your body, the more you can stay ahead of the curve and even reverse some of the challenges of aging. It's about equipping yourself with knowledge and taking the time to understand how the foods you eat affect your body. The benefits of a nutrient-dense diet, particularly one that includes the right fruits, go beyond the obvious improvements in heart health and blood sugar. They extend into the way you feel every single day. For example, consider how eating the right fruits can impact your mental clarity. Have you ever noticed how sluggish and unfocused you feel after eating too much sugar or indulging in foods that are high in refined carbs? That's because these foods can cause blood sugar spikes and crashes, leaving you feeling mentally foggy or even irritated. Fruits like berries, apples, and kiwi, on the other hand, provide a slow, steady release of energy, which can help keep you sharp, focused, and clear-headed throughout the day. It's not just your body that benefits, it's your mind too. Take berries, for example. The antioxidants in berries are known to protect brain cells from oxidative damage. This means that by regularly consuming these fruits, you're not only supporting memory and cognitive function, but you're also actively fighting off the cellular damage that contributes to conditions like dementia and Alzheimer's. It's empowering to know that the foods you choose, like a handful of blueberries in your morning smoothie or a handful of raspberries on top of your oatmeal, can actively support your brain health and help you preserve your cognitive abilities for longer. Similarly, by choosing fruits that support gut health, like apples and kiwi, you're also giving your digestive system a little extra love. A healthy gut isn't just about avoiding discomfort or bloating. It's about maintaining strong immunity, good energy levels, and even a stable mood. Did you know that over 70% of your immune system is located in your gut? By making fruits that are rich in fiber, like apples, a regular part of your diet, you're also bolstering your body's natural defenses. A healthy gut can lead to fewer colds, fewer digestive issues, and even a better mood, things that all contribute to feeling more vibrant and full of life. There's also the aspect of how your food choices can affect your sleep. Let's face it, many seniors deal with sleep issues, from trouble falling asleep to waking up throughout the night. It's a frustrating and exhausting experience, but one that's surprisingly common. What if a simple fruit like kiwi could help improve your sleep? Studies have shown that eating kiwi an hour before bed can help you fall asleep faster and enjoy better sleep quality. This can have a profound impact on your energy levels and your overall well-being. Imagine waking up feeling more rested, more refreshed, and ready to take on the day. The beauty of all this is that the power is in your hands. The food you put into your body can either support or hinder your health. By making intentional choices like replacing high-sugar fruits with more nutrient-dense options, you're not just avoiding health problems. You're actively creating a better, more energetic and vibrant life for yourself. In this part of the journey, I encourage you to start embracing these small, manageable changes in your daily life. Make fruit a fun and delicious part of your meals, snacks, and desserts. If you're unsure about the impact certain fruits may have on your medications or health, don't hesitate to reach out to a healthcare professional. But also, take the time to experiment with different fruits and see how your body reacts. It's about understanding what works for you and discovering the fruits that help you feel your best. And don't forget to enjoy the process. Food isn't just fuel, it's a source of joy, connection, and pleasure. Sharing a fresh fruit salad with family or enjoying a smoothie together isn't just good for your health, it's good for your spirit. Eating healthy should feel empowering, not like a chore. Now let's take a moment to reflect on the fruit choices that can truly make a difference in your life. It's not about completely eliminating the fruits you love. It's about knowing when to indulge and when to make a more balanced choice. It's about giving your body the nutrients it needs to thrive and making decisions that enhance your life rather than take away from it. As we wrap up this section, I want you to feel empowered. Aging is inevitable, but you have so much control over how you age and how you feel. By making smarter choices today, especially when it comes to fruit, you're investing in a healthier, more vibrant tomorrow. So let's make it happen, one fruit at a time. As we come to the final part of this journey together, let's take a step back and look at everything we've learned. We've covered a lot of ground, from the sneaky fruit dangers hiding in plain sight to the nutrient-packed fruits that can support your health as you age. By now, you should have a better understanding of how to make smarter fruit choices and how those choices can profoundly impact your body, your mind, and your overall quality of life. But here's the truth. This isn't just about picking the right fruits. It's about building a lifestyle that puts you in control of your health, not only for today, but for the many years to come. Aging doesn't have to mean feeling sluggish, forgetting things, or constantly battling health issues. Instead, it can be a time of vitality, clarity, and independence. The choices you make today, the fruits you eat, the foods you combine them with, and the habits you form will determine how you feel tomorrow and in the years ahead. Let's reflect on some of the most powerful takeaways from this conversation. First, it's important to understand that not all fruits are created equal. While many fruits are packed with essential vitamins, antioxidants, and fiber, others, like pineapple, grapes, and bananas, can do more harm than good when consumed in excess, especially if you're managing blood sugar issues, taking medications, or dealing with other health conditions. The secret is understanding how certain fruits affect your body, blood sugar, and medications, and adjusting your choices accordingly. For example, pineapple, though delicious, is packed with sugar and can cause rapid blood sugar spikes, which are particularly dangerous for seniors managing diabetes, prediabetes, or insulin resistance. It can also interact with blood thinners, increasing the risk of bleeding. Similarly, grapes, though small and bite-sized, are another sugar bomb in disguise that can lead to blood sugar spikes, particularly when eaten in large quantities. Bananas, often considered the perfect breakfast fruit, can be high in both sugar and potassium, two factors that can create imbalances for seniors, especially those on certain medications. On the flip side, fruits like berries, apples, and kiwi are nutrient-dense and support health in ways that go beyond just satisfying your sweet tooth. Berries are rich in antioxidants, which help protect your brain from oxidative damage and slow cognitive decline. Apples, with their high fiber content, support digestion and promote heart health, while kiwi, with its abundance of vitamin C, promotes immune health, improves digestion, and even helps regulate sleep. The lesson here is clear. It's not about avoiding fruit entirely, but about making smarter choices that work for your specific health needs. By swapping high-sugar fruits for those that are rich in fiber, antioxidants, and essential nutrients, you can support your brain, heart, digestive system, and immune function. Another key point we discussed was the importance of moderation. Yes, certain fruits should be eaten sparingly, but that doesn't mean you can't indulge occasionally. Moderation is the key. Even fruits like pineapple, grapes, and bananas can be part of a healthy diet if you eat them in the right portions and balance them with other healthy foods that help stabilize blood sugar, like protein and healthy fats. The goal is to enjoy fruit without it overwhelming your system or interfering with your medications. But it's not just about which fruits to choose. It's also about how you incorporate them into your lifestyle. One of the easiest ways to make fruits a regular part of your diet is to keep them easily accessible. Stock your kitchen with a variety of fruits, including fresh and frozen options, so you always have healthy snacks on hand. You can also get creative with how you use fruit in your meals. Adding berries to your oatmeal, apples to your salad, or kiwi to a smoothie makes it easy to enjoy fruit in a variety of ways. Pairing fruits with other nutrient-dense foods like nuts, seeds, or yogurt helps ensure you're getting a balanced snack that won't cause blood sugar spikes. Incorporating fruit into your routine doesn't have to be difficult. Even small adjustments, like adding a handful of berries to your breakfast or having a piece of fruit as an afternoon snack, can lead to big changes in how you feel. Over time, these small habits will build up and become a natural part of your daily routine. And when you start noticing the benefits, whether it's more energy, clearer thinking, or better digestion, you'll be motivated to keep going. Let's talk briefly about the emotional and social aspects of eating fruit. Food is not just about nourishment. It's also about enjoyment and connection. Sharing a fruit salad with family, enjoying a smoothie with friends, or even having a fruit-based dessert can bring joy to your meals. It's important to remember that food should be fun and something you look forward to. So don't stress about being perfect. Instead, focus on making healthier choices that make you feel good both physically and emotionally. As you move forward in this journey, I encourage you to continue educating yourself about the foods that support your health and longevity. Your body is always giving you feedback. Pay attention to how different fruits and foods make you feel. And remember, it's never too late to start making changes. Whether you're 60, 70, or beyond, it's always the right time to prioritize your health and make decisions that will benefit you in the long run. In conclusion, the goal here is simple. Take control of your health by making informed, mindful choices that support your body and mind. Choose the right fruits, enjoy them in moderation, and create a routine that nourishes you in all the right ways. The small changes you make today can lead to a more vibrant, energetic, and independent future. So here's my challenge to you. Go ahead and take inventory of your fruit bowl. What can you add? What can you swap out? Take action today to make smarter choices. Your body will thank you for it in the years to come. And remember, this journey isn't about perfection. It's about progress. So take it one fruit at a time and enjoy the process. You've got this.